こんばんは。滝川クリステルです。違うか、宗太郎です。今日は昨日に引き続き、Divinity オリジナルシーン、エンハースンドエディション。引き続けていきたいと思います。今日は風邪をひいてしまったので、めちゃくちゃ鼻声ですが、1時間ぐらい頑張ってやっていきたいと思います。それでは最後までお付き合いお願いします。ちなみに昨日は機械翻訳ありというものの日本語モードかな。これを適用しましたけども、今日は機械翻訳なし、英語があまりにも変なので、そちらに変えていきました。どういう風に変わったかちょっとやってみましょう。今日は昼間ちょっとやったんですけれども、猫の賢者みたいなのが来て、何言ってるかわかんなかったんだけど、街に着いたんですね。この街の中を探索してきます。猛毒のや。やだ、多いな。新しい技術。
We're gonna need more than a few buckets to save it. Come on, men. Put your backs into it.
We're gonna need more than a few buckets to save her.
One of the orcs is sending another fleet. We mustn't let the flames spread to the whole. What if the orcs are sending another fleet?
Come on then, put your backs into it.
The ship's blazing ever higher.
Learn how to fight with fire.
Come on, man, put your backs into it.
いる。
Come on then, put your backs into it.
入り口。
Blasted orcs have learned how to play with fire. We need more help or she's lost.
Are these the biggest buckets we've got? We're gonna need more than a few buckets to save them. The ship's blazing ever higher. The biggest bucket. What?
火を消してる。これはモルダーの魔法できるのかな。
One of the orcs is sending another fleet.
そうです。
We mustn't let the flames spread to the armor.
We're gonna need more than a few buckets.
Right shot.
おお、ずり出し。乾燥だが。西。It's just you, or it's I from you.
Really? The greatest warriors in Rivellon can't cross a rope?
これくらい超えない 切れんのかな。
Ever heard about the time the captain just Fiddle's carriage for a joyride?
He drove it straight to the pub and back.
無理か。
Don't think at the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sailed the little door anymore?
Speaking of you, that local legionnaire really thinks that orchid charm loves him.
届かない。
Wouldn't it all be 500 yards, my lovely nature?
Ever heard about the time the captain took the Duchess of Fiddle's carriage for a joyride?
届かない。いけないのか。
He drove it straight to the pub and back.
海には入れないね。
And don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sailed the little door anymore?
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orchid charm loves him.
I wouldn't let it all within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Fiddle's carriage for a joyride?
No, he didn't. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
That's enough of that now.
Sailor, what news from the mainland?
武器を下ろされ
Oh,
た真
nothing
の
new,
表
sir.
現から捕獲すると、あんたの邪魔をするつもりでなかった武器を集めよう。この私に命令とは何様のつもりだ。剣を抜け。だいぶ日本語良くなったね。ゾンビ。いや、こちらも失礼した。私も頭を切り落とされる恐怖の中では話なんてしたくないので。
Sauce? Here? Inside
英語
seal?
か。
Of all the cursed hunks of got to land on, Conrad chooses this one.
そうす。ここはサイズある？バフ。
Is that Bertie still right?
Yes,
What about
sir.
all the
As
Napoleon
fine a
Dictator,
specimen Madness. Thought we were done with those swampy uglies a fortnight ago. Note, though, that none of them dared to come close to the tide splitter.
あの炎上してる船は何なんだ。
That was some fast acting there. Many thanks on behalf of all us seamen. Sauce? Here? Inside seal? Bah! Of all the cursed hunks of rock to land on, Conrad chooses this one.
いらないな。
Sailor, what news from the mainland?
Oh, nothing new, sir. Zombies, skeletons, you know the story.
マーブ。ついてる。これは名前があるのか。あれ？
Sauce? Here, inside seal? Dow. Of all that cursed hunks of rock to land on, Conrad chooses this.
フューズ。このフューズがデッドライジング3のスーパーマッサージャーみたいな感じなんだね。
Yes, sir. As fine a specimen as one of her stock, sir. Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sailed the Yuthel Gore anymore?
Sailor, what news from the mainland?
Oh, nothing new, sir. Zombies, skeletons, you know the story.
I wouldn't let it all within 500 yards of my
Ahoy, sailor!
いや、そう
Are
か、
you
最上
enjoying
の
the
風を
fresh
楽しんでい
winds
る
of
か。
Sight Seal?
You can try to with almost all characters.
No, it ain't.
あ
He
なたは
drove
す
me
べて
straight
の
to the pub and back.
キャラクターと取引できます。
Oh,
ワイをしましょう。
and don't forget the time you got caught passing a love note to the
Name's
Lizard
Conrad. Cargo trader, sea captain, an expert in all things nautical. Folks across Andervale know to give old Conrad a holler when it comes to rain. Those orcs must be out of their barbarous minds launching an attack on a city where a great wizard resides. Though even I must admit they put up a hearty effort.
Ha! No, it ain't. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sailed to Ythildor anymore?
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orky charm loves him.
I wouldn't let it all within
I'll
500
tell you, the only time I'd consider waging a suicide camp.
Just a feather's carriage for the joyride.
Ha! No, it ain't. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sailed to Ythildor anymore?
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orky Shores? Here? Inside Seal? Ah! Of all the cursed hunks of rock to land on, Conrad
大し
chooses
て持っ
this
てない
one.
よ。
Carriage for the joyride.
Ha! No, it ain't. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got
Remember,
caught
smoke
passing a love note to the
grenade.
Lizard Councillor's
Denmark.
wife.
Is that why we never sailed to Ythildor anymore?
Oh, a
Our
source hunter.
home,
フィリップ。
our livelihood, all sunk in a matter of minutes while we could do naught but look on.
あんたたちのことを聞かせてくれ。
Well, we were merchants what seems like a moment ago. With our ship sunk, we're little more than 3 men with nothing more to say than...
何があったんだ?
These bleeding orcs. I can't keep off this place for the life of them. They came in here, slinging fireballs and swinging swords. Wasn't a thing we could do to defend ourselves.
仕事探しについてだが、
With our ship gone, nothing for it but to get a job. Slim pickings around here, that's for sure. Maybe you could keep an eye out, though.
あの炎上してる船は何なんだ?
That was a right stunning show of magic you pulled, it was. Wish you'd been around when our own barge went down in flames.
鉄王騎士の第4巻。安い。1円。
Passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's
運
wife.
航
Is that why we never sailed to Ythildor anymore?
船。船か。
A source hunter. Who better to ask?
That loopy legionnaire really thinks that orky charm loves him.
I wouldn't let it all within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Fennel's carriage for a joyride?
Ha! No, it ain't. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
新しい技術。
Curse the gods. Is it so difficult to find a day of labor?
Caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife.
港の船が多くに火をつけられた。
Oh, a source
無駄
hunter.
なし、無駄
Who
なし。
better to ask?
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orky charm
You
loves
there.
him.
Where can a few honest sailors find a living wage around
仕
here?
事を見つける手助け。
Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Fennel's carriage for a joyride?
You there. Where can a few honest sailors find a living wage around here?
鉄王騎士。これか。
Ask the source hunter. Go on.
鉄を打ち者、期待し者。いくらかの修練は必要となるが、鉄鉱石から鉄のインゴットができれば、それを鋼に鍛えることで、さらに強靭なものに変えることができる。そうだ、必要なのは炉、鉄のインゴット、そしてもちろん鍛冶技術だ。そればかりは本読んでも習得することはできない。 ロって何？あれ？上がりの動き。マラディーノのクラフトおよび調理法、機種および荒野の
Where
未
can
婚男
a
性
few
と
honest
げる。
sailors find a living wage around here?
未婚男性のクラフト実ガイド、女なんぞ、クラブや斧にリボンを結びつけるような奴らだ。賢者マラディーノ。都市であろうと、前人未到の荒野であろうと、お前が本物の独身者であれば、多くの待ち主や独身の女子から身を守るために必要なものをクラフトすることが可能だ。マラディーノ家伝統の技術を教えてやろう。良い後はシャフトで決まる。木の枝からシャフトはクラフトできる。必要なのは一本のナイフだ。そして敵をビビらせる矢尻。これはまた別の機械に教えよう。探検を使うとき、醜い敵の顔に近づくのが嫌だと言いたら、枝の先に探検をくくりつけ、離れたところから突き刺してやればよい。突き刺すのが趣味でなければ2本の枝を秒で固めてみるのもいい。これでスタッフの出来上がりだ。本男子の調理法ガイド。女なんぞ、下準備に時間をかけ優しく食わない奴らだ。賢者マラディーノ。名言だな。身の回りにあるもので何か食べ物を調達したいと思ってサイズあるパイをおすすめしたい。必要なのはパン生地と食べたいと決めだけだ。なかなかいや怪しいケースか。好きなだけ盛り込め。F。都会派。パイを用意し、オーブンに入れなさい。荒野派。パイを用意し、自分で焼け。オーブンなんてあるかな。最高の独身者専用料理であるサイズあるパイは失敗しようがない。匂いにつられて腹を空かせたい悪な獣を呼び寄せることがあるかもしれない。さすがのマラディーニもパイを焼く荒野の独身者の死の責任を取りかねる。マラディーニのお気に入りレシピをシェアしよう。まず生地を用意する。小麦粉と水、それだけだ。蒸気やパンの基本素材だが、チーズを入れるとチーズパン生地、魚を入れるとサイズあるパン生地、ピザソースを入れるとピザに早変わりだ。ピザソースを作るにはトマトをすりつぶせばよい。ハンマーを使うかどうかは私の知ったことではない。トマト、食べちゃったね。
Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Feather's carriage for the joyride?
No, he didn't. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the lizard councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sail the Yathook anymore?
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orchid charm loves him.
I wouldn't let an orc within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Psst! Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Feather's carriage for the joyride?
No, he didn't. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the lizard councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sail to Yathook anymore?
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orchid charm loves him.
I wouldn't let an orc within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Psst! Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Feather's carriage for the joyride?
No, he didn't. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Oh, 牛がいた。じゃがいもゲット。肉。小麦。おいしい。おー、終了。ビル。名前があるの。もーい。
Even smell the sea air over this rock.
スキルで
Size seal, shiver me timbers and sliver me
話
heels.
せる。
I can't even smell the sea air over this pot.
どうやって話すんだろうな。これか。エンドポイントないな。取りたいけど、特殊技能どうやってあげるんだろう。
Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of the lot on my rats.
そう、このもう、あれあれPress L to activate or deactivate selector mode. Activate. 承認？あ？これ何？マウス操作みたいなモードなのかな。これやりづらいな。オラティウス。どうした？これ、行動座った。
One day you'll show 'em all.
Keep your pleasantries to yourself.
勝手に話しか
What
け
are
る。
you doing inside this warehouse?
この道
Snooping
ここで何をしてる？
around?
こそこそ嗅ぎ回りよって。お前のことを教えてくれ。
If it's conversation you're looking for, I'd recommend my comrade Florius, or as I prefer to call him, Loose Lips McGee. As for myself, my job is to protect this warehouse, not chit-chat with intruders.
プロリウスに厳しい態度だな。
That idiot man-child would sooner spend an hour chain up a thief than a minute arresting him. I only hope he gets transferred out of this warehouse and straight to the perimeter. Let him rot off as zombies here. Ah, even thinking of him turns one into a gabbing hen. Please, leave me be. You've caused enough distractions. You've caused enough distractions, I think.
ナイス。現地攻撃したら怒られるのかな。あ、おい、好き勝手に行動し、ここを荒らしていいと思っているようだが、残念だが私がその代償を支払わせてやる。怒られちゃった。これ、むずくないかね。Anyway, you have encountered a stronger than you. あなたより強い敵がと感じしました。He by using the free skill, you are hotbar. Search for the free って R じゃないんだ。スキルにはスキルファングループ何？逃げるっていう。逃げよ。逃げるっていうんだ。あ、逃げた。これ何？ウェイポイントのところ。ウェイポイントを発見した。これらは今までに訪れたことのある全てのウェイポイントの間のトラベルを可能にする。ルーラ。なるほど。ここにまた行ったら先端の、なんか考えてんな。ちょっとやめとくか。あれスカリー。 かり中に行っちゃったの。戦闘中。え？そういうことか。
Plenty of fish in the sea.
絶対失敗。敵が近すぎる。やばいやばい。逃げれた。New information was added to your channel. Bring up the panel. Panel to open.
I can't even smell the sea air over this rock.
どうやってリンクするんだっけな。送るか。丸太になんかが。よいしょ。ちょっと行けなくなっちゃったもん。
Curse them rotten green skins. Ate my parrot, Polly, feathers and all.
お、いらない。
If I could do it in peace.
Just making conversation, mate.
Mate, he says. We are colleagues, nothing more.
Come now, it's just a turn of phrase. You have none of that, you hear?
怒ってる。古傷の治療という贈り物はどうかな。
This place reeks of orc stench.
すぐ7円あげよう。どうよ。寛容は贈り物によりもたらされる。母親の言葉だ。ではどうやって誠意を示す？
What do you think you're doing?
持ってるね。ああ。いや、軸上げちゃおう。空のカップ。
One day, Moira. One day you'll show 'em all.
あ、なんか右上の星がマイナス45。あれに満たすまで上げないといけないの？エンプティフラスコ。超か。いらない。これで
One day, Moira. One day you'll show 'em all.
金上げてみる？いらないな。
This place reeks of orc stench.
何をそんなにやってんの？いや。アーティスクーズも怒ってんな。
One day, Moira. One day you'll show 'em all.
ペンチ壊しただけでめちゃくちゃ。
this
ビがそれ
place
には
reeks
触
of
らないで
old
くれないか。
stench.
そのままにしてほしいのだ。なんで言ったら、これやばいな。これ以上やったらまた戦闘になりそうだな。ゴロゴロ。な。これ何？
This place reeks of orc stench.
チャームドオーク。魅惑的なオーク。かなりの恐竜だけど、ナメック星人。ゴロゴロ。
Ah, who better than a proven orc crusher to convince my dumbbell of a friend here that...
Enough of that. I know how dangerous an orc can be, but this one has been reformed. Anyone can see that she's completely docile. But my prejudiced friend here still wants to kill her.
あんたたちのことを聞かせてくれ。
Maybe before the great orc raid we had time to indulge Ninius's idiotic obsessions. But...
Excuse my friend's violent outbursts. He hasn't enjoyed a woman's touch in quite some time now.
Your woman's touch is less of a loving caress and more of a claw shanked brutally through the throat. I'll take my chances as a bachelor, thanks.
この魅了魔法をかけられたオークは、
My friend here and I were patrolling outside the city walls, when who did I see creeping along the shore but this love? Perhaps confused by the butterflies in her stomach, she sprang up and began running, claws bared towards Marius. Fortunately for him, a vial of love potion shattered over her head, and when she turned to face me, she became... I'm sure she must have been compelled to join the Orcish army under some kind of duress. A lady with such a sweetly...
Ha! I can assure you there wasn't a hint of sweetness in those murderous eyes when she lunged at my throat. She may be confined here for now, but who's telling when she'll escape and who she'll rip to shreds?
惚れ薬、詳しく教えてくれ。
Ah, I've always had an amateur interest in all things alchemical. When I read in an esteemed periodical from the Wizards of Youthful Gore about an amazing opportunity that could change my life, I had sent away for the world-famous love potion, available for a limited time only, and it has worked exactly as promised.
You see what a fool my friend has been, spending all his cash on snake oil, and...
What kind of monster would lie in a published advertisement? I'm sure the effects of the potion will be everlasting, as printed.
言っていいかな。私の意見を言わせてもらおうか。
You see, he'd believe it was noon at midnight if he read it on a printed pamphlet. Please tell me you can reason with him, or ditch reason and use your...
ロソー、その惚れ薬がうさんくさい話のようにインチキならいつ野生に戻ってもおかしくない。生かしておくべきだ。その薬が本当に怪しいものなら最初から効果はなかったはずだ。今の正しい状態なら貴重な情報も聞かせるかもしれない。巨乳は殺したくないな。生かしておこう。
Let her live. If that potion were truly worthless, it wouldn't have been able to charm her in the first place. In this docile state, she may prove to be a source of valuable information.
この二人で運動するシステムは難しいな。自分の中でキャラ作らないといけないからな。とりあえず意見は一致させとこう。
You're right. The information she provides could well turn the tides here in Sicile.
Bravo! I trust not only the potion, but my scaly sweetheart in and of herself.
You're going to regret this. We're all going to regret this.
マルタ。
Too bad indeed. Not even a skeptic like you can deny that she loves me.
An orc in love? Ha! When this little charm fades, she'll liberate the flesh from our faces.
Come now, enough doom and gloom. Cast.
That's enough of that now!
私、取れないのか。
Avert your gaze, and I'll handle this threat for all our shakes.
She wouldn't hurt a fly, and I won't let you hurt a horn on her head.
カイトあげよう。カイあげようかな。
Bringing your little orcish girlfriend here is like bringing a wolf to a hen house.
Are you sure?
Nonsense! Listen! She's purring, darling.
What fool would trust a two-bit love potion out of a back-page circular from youthful gore?
This place reeks of orc stench.
バールの使い手。
We'll have none of that, you hear?
Deny that she loves me.
An orc in love. When this little charm fades, she'll liberate the flesh from our faces.
黄色い丸は何だろう。
Away from there,
Oh.
pilferer! That room is off limits to the likes of you, so close that door.
俺を止めてみろって女でしょ。
Good. But do not tempt fate again, or my sword will bring thee justice. Courteous is my name. The Legion is my calling.
その部屋はなんか怖いな。切れやすいな感じするぞ。
This is a storing house for Legion supplies. Perhaps the most important building in the realm, by my and others' estimation. And
いや、ではまたで戦闘って何？いや。スカリ。逃げない。カーティスのちょっと切れやすすぎでしょ。
Upon my fingers, fanged filly.
いけるかな。逃げれた。
Slimy, reeking, rotting seagull.
これは怖いな。ちょっとトイレ行ってきます。
Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of the lot on my legs. Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of the lot on my legs. Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of the lot on my legs. I can't even smell the sea air over this pot.
ただいま。で、続きやってきます。報告文名詞。あれ、この門は閉鎖するようにと隊長からの命令だ。いや、待て。
Wait a second. Well, I'll be a little red imp's uncle, the source hunter. Sorry for the gruff treatment. I didn't recognize you right away. Please tell me, how can I aid the investigation?
ここ持ち込むやつらと全然違うな。門を開けろ。怖いね。市民は門の外に出られないのか？
You can see security's tighter than ever around here since that surprise attack the Orcs put on a fortnight ago. They did enough damage to shake up Ahu and Captain Aureus something fit. We can only hope to hold back the undead and these left-field Orc attacks long enough for reinforcements to arrive. I don't think you're quite ready to head out into the wilds to me. Also, a party of 1 or 2 runs the risk of being outflanked and outnumbered. I'll bring some backup if I were you. Of course, the choice is yours, but are you sure you want to venture out?
Like you are ready to head out into the wilds to me. Also, a party of 1 to run the echo from outnumbered. I'd bring some backup if I were you. Of course, the choice is yours, but are you sure you want to venture out? 考え直した。門は閉じててくれ。
Thank you for heeding my words of warning, Hunter. Scythiel needs you alive and well.
ちょっと街探索してみよう。街ってもっとあんのかな？さっき言ったよね。ダッシュないんかな？なんか流しにそう。だけど、これで地図。この辺行ってない？
Scythiel, Scythiel, shiver me timbers and sliver me heels.
I can't even smell the air.
着物盗みます。魚取り放題じゃん。また怒られるんだよな。銀のインゴット。ワインのマグ。ファイアストームジグレネード。ゼロフィッシングロード、両手武器。おワイドフィッシングロード、両手武器。釣り竿両手武器なの？これか。弱いな。これで比べられるのね。 右スティック押し込みで、現在武器と今の武器を比べられる。とりあえず、釣り竿でいいか。これ釣り？あ、できないか。冒険者への指南第8巻。ここまでしか持ってないのか。冒険者への指南。父が私に教えてくれた最初の手段。主義は磁石の使い方でした。教えることで磁石を忘れないようにしようとする彼なりの方法だったのだと思う。え？俺だけ？どうしようもない。クラフト。すごいな。あ、いっぱい作れる。トマトじゃない？留学だよ。あ、出た。ハンドアックス。トマトなのかな？ミンティーじゃないでしょ、これ。ロープ。筋力が足りない。どういうこと？持てない。ビール。出ない方がいいよって言ったから、普通にもあるのか。あ、いっぱい死んでる。あ、パブロさっきいたの。
Oh, hail the rain spirit. That was a fine display of magicianship. I thought the old gal's fate was sealed when the orc shaman set his fiery gaze on her sails. But you managed to rescue her from a watery grave. Closest thing to a miracle I've ever seen.
ギリギリ持ってないか。ハンターのシートボードいらないか。リーダーに渡す。あれを仕込み。ブレイサーっていうのはあれなのか。コテか。これのモルダーに渡す。なんだブレイサー装備してる。これはいらないな。パブロ行った。
never ends around here. There's a zombie in my garden, my sheep is missing, an orc ate my baby. Night and day, day and night.
この世終わんないよ。私の庭にゾンビがいます。私の羊がいなくなっちゃった。多くが赤ちゃん食べちゃった。夜も昼も、昼も夜も。ポーション。買おうかな。いらない。黄金の灰。これ売っていいのかな。売ってんだけど、どこ
Hoping someone special will be impressed by the way you wield that great heaving weapon.
どういう気か。二刀流のがいいな。水と、炎、ファイアボール。
Good luck with these Sicilians, Source Hunter. They'll run you ragged if you let them.
Good luck with these Sicilians, Source Hunter. They'll run you ragged if you let them.
Press 今これ。Press to open your map。これ知ってる。セレクトね。結構広い。
Appears to be locked.
ロックされてるみたい。攻撃。やめよっかな。ネズミがいる。性も痛い味。サイズある中心が羊がいる。もこもこ。
What's this? I found something.
Me. うるさいネタ。うるさいなぁ。低い。 ゼライオンの癒しの館。小林で。
Those men only so long for this world. What's
So, which
tender
of you
for
is
so
more
long?
deserving of life? Come, make your case.
というか、お前は、私はお前を信頼するので、今回の長さをこれ以上この後のものを借りるのに見てくれ。困ったな。
Anybody? Neither of you cares to plead for his very existence.
ドラクエみたいにやっちゃダメですね。
So, which of you is more deserving of life? Come, make your case.
That doesn't belong to us, you
これ
know.
は他人のものだぞ。我々はハンターだ。
So,
そんな武器があれば
which of you is
死
more
ぬしか
deserving
チー
of
ム
life?
にしかり。それ
Come,
が使命の
make
た
your
めならな。
case.
そうだな、他人のものだ。時々仕事中に周りが見えなくなることがする。まあ、いい人でいこう。
You're right, it doesn't. Sometimes I get a little overzealous while I'm on the job.
人間の魔導士を探す上でそんな真似は許されない。私が言いたいのは使命を果たす上でのそんなのなら何でも利用するべきだということだ。それも起こり得ることだ。権威を振りかざす曰くというものだな。違うか。かな
Happens to the best of us.
献身的。
Anybody? Neither of you cares to plead for his very
そう
existence.
いうのはね、怖いな。
But if one were to reduce the quantity of skull dust by a percentage... Oh, a source hunter! Imagine that. Quite a bit more petite than the last of your kind, no matter. Even if it couldn't spare its heartiest specimen, I'm sure the order sent the individual with the next highest probability of... Me? Why, I'm more than a little surprised. It was I who cured the Duchess of Arata of her unslakable thirst. A simple pinch of Atropa belladonna in her morning tea. I who discovered that aging itself can be halted by a single application of Sikut. Not to mention that it's been my guidance that has permitted my apprentice Evelyn to make quite a name for herself around Sicile of late.
Neither of you cares to plead for his very existence.
Sorry, but there isn't much work for sailors in a house of medicine. Unless one of them happens to have a secret stash of healing stones. Yes. If that's how we're referring to the secretive use of a revolutionary healing method. She's in the other room as we speak. Perhaps you can prevail upon her to offer a demonstration.
So, which of you is more deserving of life? Come, make your case.
She's gotten hold of a stone, supposedly capable of fantastic feats of healing, but she won't let me take the briefest look at it. She claims to have gotten the relic from a little northern town, Silverglen by name, and that an abbot there blessed it with the power to heal. Utter rubbish, I say. But with these blasted undead haunting the travel routes, I can hardly march up to Silverglen to learn the truth myself. Well, she certainly possesses a critical eye and an exacting manner when it comes to making difficult medical decisions. I expect she'll be a very successful healer in her own right when the time comes. She is learning from the best, after all. Certainly, what would you like to know? I've applied myself to that problem for 2 years and still haven't come a step closer to solving it. I declare it an act of the Almighty's, if I believed in such things. Some events, Source Hunter, can be neither controlled nor understood by mere men. The counsellor, terrible loss that. Though we were hardly more than acquaintances, I knew him to be a devoted civil servant. From what I can tell, it seems to be a simple case of jealousy turned violent. The affairs of his wife, Esmeralda, were hardly a secret, you know.
A mysterious healing stone? Interesting indeed.
Nothing sets me on edge like inexplicable magic.
Anybody? Neither of you cares to plead for his very existence. Excuse me? This is a private sick room. Who in the name of the seven do you think you are barging in here? Out, I say, right this instant.
皆において、なぜここの部屋に陥るのです。出てきなさい、今すぐに。七大臣、七福神みたいなのかな。名前のことを教えてくれ。
I'm sorry. It's this task. I'm just... Who am I to meddle with life? And I'm an apprentice of the healing arts. Healing! But this decision feels like precisely the opposite. I have but one healing. I've been racking my brain trying to decide on the best method to settle this grave situation. But perhaps it's better off in the hands of an esteemed source hunter. Surely you are more accustomed to weighing life and death than I.
決断したぞ。早いな。
Yes, a curious relic indeed. I got it from a kindly abbot, Loic by name, in the northern town of Silver Glen. He is of a certain faith, the Immaculates, they call themselves. I myself was nothing if not skeptical of his claims, but something happened as he handed me the stone. A small, but it's strange. The stone is only good for a single use at a time before it reverts to a useless, inert state. It takes time to regain its magical properties, and I guard it cautiously.
患者のことを詳しく知りたい。
What would you like to know?
ボリス。
One of the brave few willing to traverse the trade routes plagued by the undead. A young man, but excellent in matters of business, before he fell victim to an orc. Thankfully for him, a cattle trader found him, nearly dead, but not quite so, and quite the venerable staple of Seal, Stephen, and recently blessed with his third grandchild. He was leading a crew of builders when a stray beam struck him. Nearly everyone in Seal is familiar with grinning Stephen, and, as you can imagine, he's quite dear to his family.
若い商人。次は
A tone soothing a corpse's troubled mind.
どっちだ。若い商人と人望のある大工の年寄り。
You are? I thank you a million times for your help. Who have you...
家族がいるのか。普通に迷うな。どっちかが死んじゃうの。若者だな。
Boris's life has just begun. We can't cut it short now. He should receive the stone.
Yes, Boris deserves to experience...
Boris it is? Yes, I'll deliver the stone. I'm glad we'll get to save one man. No, this is highly abnormal. What is this? This lightning.
何が起こったの？
What happened? Is this a dream?
I don't think so.
よくわかんない。
That stone.
嬉しい。
Somehow, it sent us flying into the stars.
これなのか。 怖い怖いよ。ジクスザックス。
By the quill that lasts a billion words, what's this? Two Rivalonians here? At the end of space and time? How very, very, very curious.
彼、急に英語になっちゃったな。あなたは誰？そして、どうやってここに来たの？宇宙の終わりの時間？あんた狂ってんの？突然ミステリアスなトランスポーテッドしてる。知ってる？どうやって、そしてなぜ？誰だよ？
Oh yes, 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 proper introductions. Zigzags the historian at your service. It is my job to record all that was and is and hopefully all that is to be.
はいはいはい。プロなんだっけ？ジグザックスです。歴史アンティサービス。あなたのサービスの歴史。私の職業は記録。すべてのことを記録する。すべての事柄を記録することです。希望に見捨てること。
As for how I got here, well, for a historian appointed by the gods themselves, hopping to the end of time is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
どうやってここに来たのか。歴史的なアポイント。神によるセルビス。最後の時間。簡単に123。
How you got here, though? That's a rather more interesting question.
お前がどうやってここに来たか？興味深い質問だね。
On such a tiny and rapidly shrinking vestige of space and time, I wouldn't have expected to find a soul but my own shadow.
小さい宇宙の時間。スペクなんだっけ？ Why is this place, as you say, shrinking? で、何をしている？
What am I doing here? Attempting to avert disaster, of course. Attempting to prevent all that is from disappearing.
難しいな。何をここでしてるかって、attempting to avert disaster。全部わかんない。Of course、もちろん。attempting to prevent all that is from disappearing。
Tell me, friend, when I mentioned that this place is the end of time, did your heart quicken and your stomach drop? If not, they should have. time ought to have no end at all. Indeed, I can think of no worse nightmare for a chronicler such as myself. But something totally, utterly terrible has happened.
The countdown come to an end. At least it's in what exactly has happened here. 終わりの時間はどうやって来るの？そこは置いといて。実際には何が起こったのここは。
Show, don't tell, I always say. So go, peer through yonder looking lens and feast your soon-to-be terrified eyes on the darkness that is approaching.
I think that imp may be quite mad.
Then we had better appease him.
彼を眺め、望遠鏡を覗いてみよう。
Come now, don't be coy. Have a look through the looking lens. That's what looking lenses are for, you know. We'll talk more after you have seen.
ドラゴン。
You looked. You saw.
見たね。見た。
Terrifying, isn't it? What's this? The portal. It's.
これポータルじゃね？
The portal. You first. But don't dilly-dally. You, dear stranger, you must be the key. Something about your presence here is causing the end of time to grow. The true end itself to move further away. Those torches, a light! This portal active once more. It cannot be coincidence.
Can we first discuss what we just listened to your looking lens? You believe we are somehow connected to this flame. What lies beyond this portal? 難しいな。
Goodness me, how right you are. There's so much to take in, I'd nearly forgotten. And what you saw has been haunting my mind since I first discovered it. It is the void itself. The dragon that is devouring creation. When I speak of the end of time, this is exactly what I mean. I can't say for sure where it came from, how or why, but I do know this. It's shrinking our future by the second. And if we don't stop it, it will devour the past and present as well.
結構これ全部英語だけど大事なこと喋ってるんですよ。You believe we are somehow connected to this flame.
It's not that I believe, it's that I have seen. Long have I been waiting here, hoping that one day this very portal would ignite. Then, no longer than a few mere moments after you arrive, zap it goes. The chronicler of time knows a pattern when he sees one.
What lies beyond this portal?
Ah, though I cannot say for certain, if it is what I believe, then our prayers might well be answered. In fact, every last question that ever plagued your noggin might well be answered, for I believe what lies beyond this portal is nothing other than... But why spoil the mystery? As soon as we leap through, we'll find out for certain.
Bruce the portal then.
After you, after you. Oh, what wonders we may find on the other side. You first, but don't dilly-dally.
スリザーを持ってるな、スパゲッティのとこでも。
Onward, forward, through the portal. You first, but don't dilly-dally.
人間の力を持ってる。ちょっと探索してみようか。ビールがあった。動いて回るの。枕。マットレス。あ、寝ちゃった。
Another piece of trash.
ただのゴミだ。とりあえず行ってみましょう。
Yes, just as I hoped. There she is.
なんかまたわけわかんないとこ来たな。
And he's off!
It seems the imp has spotted exactly who and what he'd hoped to find here.
僕は探していたものを見つけたようだ。あ、フューズゲット。誰かいる？
Could it be, milady? The weaver of time? Mother of history? Author of...
Indeed, Sir Imp. As surely as you are he who chronicles all that I weave.
Astounding! Unbelievable! I have so many questions for you, so much to ask, so much to say.
信じられない。これ超質問があるんだけど、超尋ねたい。超言いたい。
You have brought guests, I see. Strange. Very strange guests.
あなたはとても神妙なお客様を連れてきたんですね。とても奇妙。
My reaction exactly, milady. It was their arrival here at the end of time that instigated my finding you. But why? Surely you must know.
This is a question better put to our guests themselves. Tell us, how did you arrive upon this plane?
お客さんにちょっと聞きたいことがあるんです。 えて。どのようにこのプレインで生きていたの？
If any other being in Rivellon asked me about the details of their comings and goings, I could describe them down to the minutest of details. But you are different. Of you, I see nothing. I know nothing.
でもあなたは違う。私は何も見えない。何もわからない。
So please, do tell me, how did you arrive here?
だからお願い。教えて。どのようにここで生きていたの？それは石。奇妙な石。さあ、ブル。
A stone.
Ishi?
So, it was a stone that caused the great shock of energy that brought you here, and it infused you with new life as well. Is that so?
Ishi? 石が原因ですごいエネルギーが発生してここに運んできた。Yes, that's just what happened. Have you seen it? はそうです。突然起こって以前にこんなの見たことある？
Not like this, no. What happened to you is unique in all my work.
Unique in all my work. うちのすべての仕事の中でとてもユニークだわ。
Never had I experienced something so contrary to my nature. To weave something I had not seen, had not expected. Life does not simply spring into existence, you see.
長いな。
But yours has. You appeared before me from the moment you came into contact with that stone. Starstone. I now know it to be called.
星の石。そのように今から呼ぶことにするわ。
But, Madam Weaver, how is it possible? Do you not see all? Have you not woven all that is and could ever be into your tapestry?
Like the stones, your guests are a mystery to me. I see them before me in this world, but their likenesses appeared not upon my tapestry until they revived the stone. Source hunters, it would seem that yourselves and Starstone are inextricably linked. Why and how I cannot say, but I do believe that finding more stones will reveal to me who you yourselves truly are.
星の位置、これは何なの？一郎、どこから来たの？
Starstone is not what it seems, Source Hunter. Its true nature must be part of a greater secret, a secret lost even to me. Do you see what violence my work has suffered? What wounds lay upon the tapestry of time?
Mysteries of all time, gaps in history. Oh, how they've tormented me for eons.
ここに来てから英語ばっかりでちょっときついな。
It would appear that Starstone transforms at your touch, granting me new thread by which to mend the tapestry. Thus, it restores time itself.
I see. What the void would shrink, Starstone restores.
Yes, though I cannot explain why this Starstone is the antidote to the void's ravishment of our realm. If we do not restore time, if we do not discover the true nature of these stones, the void will consume us all.
So sorry about it. Later on, we have a mission that involves casting down magical stone.
Indeed you must, though I may not yet understand why. It seems that you and you alone can unlock the powers within Starstone. Yet we are not the only entities who know these stones to be so much more than pretty gems.
Why, of course, that's what they were doing. I have recorded their doings, you see. Collectors of Starstone, more and more by the day. Now I understand. They'd keep the stones from our reach. They'd prevent the mending of time.
Without these stones, Hunter, there will be no Rivellon. The entire tapestry will crumble. Even this plane will fall victim to the void's insatiable hunger.
That shall never be, milady. As sure as Zix comes before Zax, we will put a stop to it. First we mend the tapestry, then we stop the void. Please, our most mysterious guest, are you ready? Are you willing? Will you hunt out the stones? Will you help us restore what has been lost? Come, come! I got something for you if you're up to the challenge.
How welcome you are upon this realm,
our
our most honored guest. I hope you begin to find this place more familiar than it may yet seem.
So, what do you think, Source Hunter?
In the ethereal threads of eternity, do I record the deeds of gods and men, of beasts and spectra, the drift of continents through changing seas, the rise and fall of empires, the shift of every grain of sand on every beach, the fall of every raindrop on every world, the all but imperceptible touch of lovers' hands, this and all, except, it seems, you. Ask, and I shall answer, if I can.
I got something for you if of
で、
your
あなたは何者なんだ？
I am the weaver of time,
先にも言っ
as
た
I
通
have
り、
told
私
you.
は時の織り
Though my existence is one that falls behind and yet far exceeds, I am but what I am, and that is task. It is the same for the historian. Chroniclers both are we of the epics of eternity. Perhaps we are one and the same. Task multiplied by 2. Who has made us? I do not know. Am I the beginning? And am I to be the end? Who shall say? Perhaps I am the first thing in creation. Perhaps I am creation. Perhaps I am the creator. Or maybe it is you who makes dying stars rekindle. Time alone will tell. Oh, Hunter, I have no need for company. Like I have no need for air or appetite or affection. All I need and all I am is time. And time is running out. And yet, I do enjoy your companionship. For you may prove to become the cure that will heal my slipping soul.
主人公たちって、初見プレイ
What will it be, Source Hunter? Do tell!
2時間ドラマのもののサスペンスが急に壮大な話になってた感じになると。
What will it be, Source Hunter? Do tell!
話がまた急に展開しすぎてついていけない。
What will it be, Source Hunter? Do tell! What will it be, Source Hunter? Do tell!
なぜそれほどスタートソンが重要なのか、なぜそれは私の目に気にしたのか。
Alas, the answers to those questions still elude me. You and Starstone remain the imperfections upon the tapestry. As yet. A hidden answer lies behind this veil of inscrutability, though. For the link between you and the stones reveals that your destinies are intertwined. I believe that Starstones will not lead you to new places of wonder only. No. They will also lead to new knowledge through the restoration of the threads of old.
つまり我々は神の歴史書に記録されていないということか。
Quite so. Your absence, it should be an impossibility, but no matter where I look, you cannot. I do not know you, which makes you my one perennial imperfection, a blind spot in the eye of time. But perchance I may be cured of this blindness. Perchance the blemish may be undone, and time can be redeemed.
ここを時の果てと呼んだがどういう意味なんだ？
What it is but a seed bereft of sun and water. What it could be, that is what the Starstones will tell us. I reside in another realm altogether. But ever since the end of time appeared in these deep dark skies, I materialized here, as if forced to watch the one thing that is unwatchable, unendurable. A thankless task that you may yet free me from forever.
私が時のからくりから外れた存在なら、どうやったら時の刻みを元に戻せるんだ？
I think that perhaps you can redeem time, because you create time. Indeed, you have set in motion an event I know that no longer I did weave. I sat here at the end of time and watched on as the void frays the fabric of time like a terrified god that fears the offspring of his own creation. But suddenly there was you. You who stirred the life within the stones. These stones, children of stars. They place new ribbons along my fingers like phantoms out of time. New threads emerged, and I began to weave anew. Starstone gives me new strands to braid into the tapestry. And because you give Starstone energy, it seems that you, these Starstones, please seek them so that time may yet be mended. Please, for the sake of all that lives and all that loves, seek them so that the void may yet devour itself alone.
ボイド、なんだ？
How might I serve our mission?
Source Hunter, do tell.
取り手だからハリソンと妖精の粉。
Come, come! I got something for you if you're up to the challenge.
トラクレテンダは錬金と壺錬金何連に
I
必要
got
だね。
something for you if you're up to the challenge.
時の降りてって他になんかいるのこ
I
れ。
got something for you if you're up to the
渡
challenge.
してるけど。ビールとか持っとく？
What'll it be, Source Hunter? Do tell.
マッサージャーをわかんないな。皿売ってあげよう。
Come, come! I got
Huh?
something for you if you're up to the challenge.
まる。
So, what do you think, Source Hunter? What'll it be, Source Hunter? Do tell.
そっか。
Come, come! I got something
Ask, and I shall answer, if I can.
What'll it be, Source Hunter? Do tell.
気になるんだけど、これ攻撃したらどうなるんだ。
What'll it be, Source Hunter? Do tell.
効かない。
How might I serve our mission? In the ethereal, the drift, except, it seems.
全然効かない。当たらない。
The glint in your gaze and the no, with you searching out Starstone, but you'll need a way to travel between Rivellon and this homestead, won't you? Who would luckily the power of portals is off you go then. You've star-crossed my heart, hope to fade in the void. I honestly don't know. Like the imp said to the ballistic, wouldn't it just? Would that I had a Starstone sightseeing guide, but alas, just like yourselves, Starstones are curiously absent from history. From what I can gather, though, they were once cherished by devious sorcerers whose reign ended long ago. The stones, ruins, caves, the lairs of long-forgotten evils. Those are the dens you should frequent. 2 more pieces of advice. Don't go unarmed, and neither do I. But the mere fact that activated Starstone has set the Weaver of Time weaving again more than implies that this in turn more than implies that you are the Void's natural enemy, for it is you who is setting new events in motion. You who is handing the Weaver new threads. And that which she is weaving is more than an ornament to... We may not understand the how yet, but our aim is clear. We shall save creation from the grip of the void. Now, isn't that a lovely mission? Oh, I don't know if I'm more than those things per se, but having been given a divine mission does have its perks. Old age can't touch me, that's what. But of course I have a price to pay for something that is priceless. It is my duty to record all of history, and an arduous task. So, gather those starstones so that we may know the history that was lost. Know so that we must not repeat what leads us to this dangerous precipice, but do better and close the dark eye of lonesome observing the frontier of creation. Well, yes, actually. I don't mean to complain, but one certainly doesn't mind a bit of company now and then. Perhaps you can imagine the profound pleasure it is to have made the Weaver's acquaintance after all these years. I can hardly wait to pick her brain about the great battle of the sons of Sigurd. The last Rivellonian who remembers it died more. Before you go, Source Hunter, a final word. Once you return to Rivellon, there will be someone waiting for you. My agent, my eyes and ears upon your world. I hope he'll be able to help you as much as he can. Time, I need hardly remind you, is of the essence.
You receive the boom that allows you quick travel press. Self-access gaming and self-record in instantly access all available records.
I wonder, do you know more about the void? What it is? What lies at the heart of it?
What lies at its heart? Why, nothing, of course. The great absence of all that even the gods cannot comprehend.
I have the last test. The last test. The last test. If you believe yourself worthy of rifling through my ample treasures, I do dare you to prove it. Find my four sisters, no more than one in each of the realms of your wide world, and each by each, you'll discover how to open me.
要は記録方法に導くんだ。
A question has established, milady. Why are there two of us? Two beings that record all of history parallel to one another?
That is a good question, Zigzags. One without a conclusive answer, though its resolution may lie in conception. Where you chronicle, I will chronicle and create.
スタートから戻っちゃっていいかな。ウェイポイント。やる。来たもん。
Source Hunters, I welcome you once again to the realm of Rivellon after your travels through the chasms of... I know the imp historian has told you about his agent on Rivellon, and that agent is I.
Oh, goodness.
So now that you know of the alliance between me and Sir Zigzags, let us turn to the business at hand. Starstone. So it is, and so it should continue to be. For I suspect his foul, dark webs are being woven around these parts, and it is my firm belief starstones are the flies the sorceress... That means the task you have been given remains crucial. Find the assassin that did away with Jake, for you're bound to stumble upon Starstone along the way. I met him first, a long time ago, out in the wastes of Youthful Gore. He wondered aloud, what on earth? So I told him who I was. In the end, he even shared his great sorrow with me. While you will be the advantage of being... That's where I saw them in a... Don't we all long for a sanctuary where our worldly troubles can be held at bay? A bed or a but perhaps I speak only for myself. Not for veterans such as yourselves that by necessity call any patch of ground they rest on. Like any cat worth its salt, though, let me phrase it like Zigzags might. A universe without time is like a pen. I'll not pretend to have all the answers, all that I understand, all that is happening here and out there among the stars. If Zigzags worries, I worry. We are talking about... Oh, before you go, here. Take this teleporter pyramid. You'll need the other one too if you want to make use of its powers, but alas, I seem to have... Now that this matter has been settled, Hunters, I shall detain you no longer.
Divinity. 戦争ピラミッド、これか。
Oh my gods! What is going on here? First I have to shoo away a creeping white tomcat, and now there's a perfect stranger in my bathroom. Get out, will you?
が起きているのです。気味の悪い白い死ねこういう話と思ったら今度は完全な不審者が現れた。出て行ってくれないからじゃ。どこに来ちゃったの？ちょっとした手違いです。むしろ人に自慢できる出来事じゃないかと。Bring up serious overall. The other party puts point in charisma to gain advantage for free to sleep the PS 意見が合わない。これ何が始まったの？怖い。じゃんけん。じゃんけんだよね、これね。セシリアが勝利した。
Little mix-up indeed.
確かにちょっとした
I
手違い
don't
で。
know what you and that horrible little imp are planning, but leave my bathroom out of it.
あ、風呂に出たのね。ドラえもんのどこでもドアで静香ちゃんのお風呂に出た時だ。
Well, that's what you get for trying.
Out! No, if you please. This room is private. What do you think you're doing? Don't just stand there. Go! Away with you! What are you still doing here? Begone!
持ち上げるか。
Treasure! Out! No, if you please. This room is private. Hey! Stop that!
怒ってきてんだ。
Don't just stand there. Go!
ピラミッドが2個ある。
Away with you!
あれ？
What are you still doing here? Begone! Out! No, if you please. This room is private. Don't just stand there. Go! Away with you! What are you still doing here? Begone!
どうやって使うんだろう、これ。
Out! No, if you please. This room is private. Don't just stand there. Go! Away with you! What are you still doing here? Begone!
わかんないな。
Out! No, if you please. This room is private. Don't just stand there. Go! Away with you! What are you still doing here? Begone!
変装ピラミッドが使えない。とりあえず今日はちょっと風に行きづらいので、少なくしたのでこの辺で終わりにします。セーブしとこう。とりあえずフローでセーブ。
Don't just stand there. Go! Away with you!
それではお疲れ様でした。